Hello Daggers, is Mad and happy Christmas. I hope you all got what you want in your stockings this year. Hopefully plenty of tanks and maybe some Xbox Live credit to spend on premium tanks, so it kind of has something to do with this video, I suppose. Yeah, so as it's Christmas, I thought I'd do something a bit different, start answering some questions that people ask me now and again. And one of those is, what is your favourite tank, Mad? And I would really struggle to answer that. But there are two classes of tank in my garage. One I think is the best for the game, and one I think is the most interesting. And today we're going to have a look at the most interesting, and then in the next few weeks we're going to be doing a replay from each of the tanks that I show you now. Right, so let's get into it then. Right, so for me, tier 6 premiums are the most interesting tanks in the game. There's such a wide variety and just some like really cool tanks. The first of them is the Fury. This came out just after the film was released. It's basically an EZ8 with almost identical stats, but it has all of the nice helmets and wood and all the extra MGs from the film. A very cool tank. I don't know if you can get it at the minute. I think it's PC you've got it at the minute, but if it does become available, well worthy buy. Right, so next up is the Cromwell Knight, tier 6 premium British medium tank with a ginormous Union Jack, or Union Standard, however you like to call it, draped all over it. Extremely mobile. Not the best gun handling, but because it's so mobile, you can just get behind people and ruin their day. It's so much fun. The only thing that differentiates this from the Snakebite really is it has a slightly better gun than the Snakebite. Even though if you compare the two guns, the Knight has the short barrel derpy gun, but it has better gun stats than the Snakebite that has the long barrel high velocity looking gun, but actually has worse gun stats. So here it is, my baby, the Snakebite. You see I've got 3 gun marks on this one. I had a lot of fun free marking this tank, and it's one of the most fun tanks in the game. But as it traverses around now, note the gun. It's really long, it's the high velocity gun, but you don't get the high velocity stats. The gun is pathetic, it's basically the Excelsior's gun. But because it's so mobile, and it gets light tank camo value, it does some serious work. And also, it has premium light tank matchmaking. It only sees up to tier 8s, which is a good thing because the gun's so crap, unlike one of the other tanks in my garage. And here's the tank I'm talking about, the AMX Chaffee tier 6 dual training light tank. It can have American and French crews in it. It's basically a Chaffee hull with an AMX turret, 6-shot autoloader. And remember, it's a tier 6 light tank with a 6-shot autoloader. However, it sees tier 10s. Remember the Snakebite, premium light tank matchmaking, gets matched up as a tier 7 medium and only sees tier 8s, but this, it sees tier 10s. You have to fight tier 10s with this thing, only has 600 hit points, but if you can play it well, it can be one of the most rewarding tanks in the game to play. On to the legend that is the T-34-88. It's basically a T-34-85. It was captured by the Germans, and they slung their 88 in it, which means it's a dual train as well. It can train up Russian and German crews. And for me, this is the best paint scheme in the game. Maybe I do like the Snakebite as well with the camo nets, but the paint scheme on this with the German, the not roundels, don't know what you call the square one without saying the swastika word. Anyway, yeah, this is what I want to see in the game. This is proper cool. Done it look good with this paint job, and yeah. Less of the kaiju rubbish, more of this please, wargaming. Right, next up is the T-50-2 premium Russian light tank. Basically a baby LTTB, but only has a 57mm and no gun depression whatsoever. It's an extremely hard tank to play, but it's bloody fast. It's like grease lightning, and when it all goes right, it's one of the most rewarding tanks to play in the game. And I think it's on sale at the minute as well. And this tank actually has my highest overall WN8 in any tank in the game. Awesome little tank. On to the last of my tier 6 premiums I have in my garage then, fellas. Box tank. What's not to love about box tank? It's huge, it's ridiculous. I've not zoomed the screen in, by the way. This is just how big box tank is compared to the rest of them. It's just a ginormous tank destroyer, but it's quite mobile considering the size of it. And it has a 130mm naval cannon. This is the sort of gun they used on their destroyers during the war, and it's on a little tier 6 tank destroyer, and you can one-shot lower tier tanks with this thing. And the premium rounds on this tank has less pen, more alpha, which just means more fun. I can highly recommend this one if you want to have some Christmas fun.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Right, so that's all my tier 6 premiums. There are a couple of other ones I can recommend, and I would buy myself if I had the time to play them. And also, I've got quite a lot of premium tanks these days, I don't need to keep buying so many. What's it called? Bloody Talk 2! If you want some fun, Talk 2 is fun, but just don't expect to play it too seriously. Dickomax, that's a good little tank in the right hands. And then there's this one. This is a very interesting tank, and it probably will be my next tier 6 premium purchase. This is the Type 64. So, how am I showing you this if I don't own it? Well, you know, you have friends, don't you? And friends help you out. This is Jack the Ripper out on his Type 64, and he's about to give you a masterclass about how to play a light tank when you're bottom tier in a town environment. I know he's not in the town now, but he will be in a bit. Jack was kind enough to send me this replay, and he's about to show you why you can never count out lower tier tanks. You never know who's driving them. Is he going to burn that guy out? Yes, there we go, kill number 1. I can't see what that was. It looked like a CDC. Maybe. And he's dead already. Yeah, so the Type 64. It's in the Chinese tech tree, but I've been doing a little reading about it. It's basically a Hellcat turret stuck on a different hull, and it was made in Taiwan. Yeah, so why it's in the Chinese tech tree, I don't know. Something to do with the politics going on over there. Different governments taking over power and stuff like that. But in the game, it's kind of a Hellcat. That's all you need to know. With light tank camo value. So your camo value doesn't drop in this thing. Whoa, nice hit artillery. Someone just got proper messed up there. Was that an AT-15 or a 15A? Well, either way, that was a hell of a one shot from artillery. I don't know if Jack was the only one spotting it. It'd be nice if it was. That'd be like over 1,000 hit points in one go.
They found us.
For those of you who don't know Jack, he's got his own channel, by the way. Link in the description below, and I might even try and get something floating on the screen if I can remember to do it. Jack is a proper super unicorn. He's the leader of the clan I'm in, Unicademy, and he's a really nice guy. Go and check him out. And he's also a properly awesome player. Love showing his replays on the channel. He's going to give us a masterclass in the Type 64. You see what he's doing now? He's not being a pussy, but he's sticking to the flanks. Big thing with light tanks is using that camo value and saving your hit points for later on. Absolutely no point going balls deep at the start and losing all your hit points and dying when you can extend your view range from far enough away anyway. What I'm seeing now, the Type 64 is a bloody mobile machine. The turret traverse seems pretty good as well. He missed a tracking shot there. He could have kept him perma-track there if he had got a tracking shot. The team is starting to smash the size 3. There we go. He's down. So there's only been 3.5 minutes of the game gone. And both teams have lost a third of their players already.
They're trying to capture our base.
He's on his premium rounds. Remember, 76mm gun in a tier 8 game is still a little lackluster.
Ready to fire on target.
And there we go, that's what view range does for you. It gets you loads of assist points. Which in a premium tank, that works out to be crew training and money. So there's the enemy's light tank. Obviously felt that going into the town was a lot more helpful for his team than lighting targets up in the fields for his artillery to hit. There we go.
They're trying to capture our base.
It doesn't look like much of Jack's team actually went to town. Enemy's team seem to have pushed through pretty quickly and are now contesting the cap. But Jack's not going to let them have any of that. He's just keeping them lit up. More assist points. Here's that guy, Fire. He was going to push in and go round, but there's somebody behind watching him. There we go, Motherland Army go. But by just keeping him tracked, he's going to get some more assist points. Switches to premium rounds and starts to get some pens. Unfortunately doesn't pick up another tier 8 kill there. And another crap ton of assists for that Jagdpanther 2. You can see Jack's running a camo net but no binos. I expect he kind of sees it the same way as I do. He spends so much time moving rather than just sat in bushes all of the time. Especially in a tank with this, with good turret traverse and a half decent gun. I prefer to run coated optics with a premium food consumable, but he's not got that. And as you can just see anyway, Jack doesn't just sit in bushes the whole time. Although there is situations where that is the best thing for your team, but he did that at the start of the game. Picked up some lovely assist points from the artillery, but he saved his hit points. And saving the hit points to the end means you can go and have fun and start killing tanks 2 tiers higher than you. Obviously lights up one of the artillery, he's hiding behind that bunker and he's being kept warm by a Tiger 2. Right, so he pushes in. S51 isn't looking towards him, he's fired. So this should be his opportunity to kill him, but the Tiger 2 backs up and the Tiger 2 is not going to ignore him. So he gets a couple of shots in. Boom, peekaboom. Tiger 2 fires, seems cleared. Oh, Tiger 2 gets ammo rack, so it's just the 2 artilleries. S51's not looking his way. Oh, is he going to get a kill? He's going to be careful here, he might get shotgunned. Right, just one left. Is he going to die a glorious death, or is he just going to wait for the artillery to go down? Boom, there we go. So Jack lives on full health, 4 kills, a crap load of pens, and loads of assist points in a tier 8 game in a premium tier 6 light tank. So what other, what else do you need to know about the Type 64? 110,000 credits, even though he fired some premium. 7,500 experience. Over 2,000 damage. Over 4,000 assist. Ace tanker. And what medal was that one there? Come on, flick along. Can't remember the name of it. There we go. An All-X medal for kicking tier 8 ass in a tier 6 light tank. And there we go. Premium tanks, man. Tier 6. Not OP at all. It's the people that make them OP. And so if you've got plenty of Christmas money, go and buy yourself some premium tanks and make yourself loads of credits for Christmas. Right, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you soon. See you later.